All right, we're here with you, Fatboy FadeAway Sports, episode 230 here on a Sunday morning. A lot to get into. We'll get into Brian's Niners here. We'll get into Mac Attack. We'll get into Tyler, their podcast they did. I have some questions for them from what I saw earlier this week. We'll get into maybe a mental error to start the podcast out. We have to see. We'll get into that story maybe a little as well. Tyler shared a little bit of that. It sounded pretty funny as well. Casey, how we doing?
Doing good.
Raiders bit the dust on Monday. Pathetic.
That was a tough L, man. Tough to start a game off when first pass an interception can only go
Hey.
up from there. So.
At least it didn't hit the ground. Somebody caught it. That's good.
Hey, that's why I called them pick six.
Well, I called them something else, but that's better than that. That was well, I referred to him as something else Monday night. First of all, I get home. I'm getting home from we had like 2 volleyball games that lasted forever. I get home. It's like 7:05 or getting ready to start the game, and then I have the ESPN app thing on Roku, and it's like your system doesn't work, and I'm like, well, I was like, and then I checked the phone and like intercepted. I was like, gosh, that's like already frustrated with the game before it even started. So yeah, that was tough. We'll get into the Raiders a little bit more here as well. Tyler, did you check out any college football yesterday, or are you not there yet? It's too early.
I watched a little bit, but I am not like I saw USC dominated. I saw Cal hit the dust big time. I was like, ugh.
What happened to that QB? He hasn't been as good since you made him a first round pick.
He's been fine. He's a freshman. He's fine. They dropped 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. I was like, ugh. Stop throwing it to the white guys. I can't play. It's too slow.
Can't lose to San Diego State.
30-0 or whatever it was. Yeah, that was like
Marshall Faulk played.
It was not. His son was. Yeah, I saw that with college football this week, and then we got a little baseball that kind of happened. There are some big stories that we'll get into a little bit later. Cal up to 57 for the Mariners, pretty crazy as a catcher. Passes Mickey Mantle as well. Switch hitting. The Giants continue to never be able to beat the Dodgers ever. It seems like never the case. And then Mr. Nick Kurtz just continued to rake at an all-time rookie level. So that's pretty fun to watch a little bit here. But, Brian, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up the Mac Attack. Mac Jones. But, we didn't bring that. It was –
I think that topic up there is pretty junk, but that's if you ask me.
Well, I think up there we have to ask it. I think it's the one question I always ask when the backup quarterback comes in and looks sexy for a game or two is now are we starting to – I think Tyler made the best point on your podcast. You just want him to have a few good games just so you could trade him the next year. But I feel like there might be some overhype train happening a little bit here in Niners Nation. I did not
think
agree.
You're a little scared, Darren. I think you're scared.
I'm not scared. I
think you're scared. The Cardinals might the Cardinals fans are a little weak at the knees right now. I think they're overhyped. They're 2-0, but they're not that good. And we're going to expose your team and make you look not so good today.
All right, I understand you giving me the Rudy speech here, but if I dig deep here, are you that confident in Mac Attack after one game? I guess that's what, like, are you just like whatever? We're 2-0. Screw it. I love that. I mean, I feel like we're also kind of ignoring the point is actually Mac Jones turned around. I mean, it's one game.
Yeah,
like, why
I mean, Shanahan's that's what he's good at. It's a really good quarterback system. I mean, he turned around Darnold, and But
I heard you say
that's what he does with quarterbacks. He knows what he's doing, and
he does.
That's why he's a great quarterback guru.
I did hear you say on the TMB podcast this week, though, that if Purdy could go at all, you would want him in the game. Where Tyler said, "Let's give him another week. Let's go with Mac Attack. Let's let it ease into it." So that tells me maybe you're not fully invested in Purdy yet, or in Mac Jones yet. If it was push to shove, you would want Purdy in there.
I mean, you always want your best quarterback in there, but if he can go, I think my confidence is still at a 7 for Purdy.
All right,
for Mac Jones. So,
Tyler, a little overhype here. What am I kind of just trying to start rumors here? What's going on?
I mean, is he 3 touchdowns, no interception, 70% good? Probably not. Especially against the Cardinals defense. That's a lot better than the Saints defense. I dare you couldn't name 2 Saints defensive players. Like, that's how bad that defense is. Like outside of Cam Jordan, it's slim
Demario
pickings
Davis.
over there. Gotta play. You got
I
two.
think we just have some salty fans in here that come.
Well, I'm not a fan. I'm a reporter.
The Raiders got destroyed, and you guys are just a little salty.
I don't know, T. I Brian's right. Maybe there's a little salt and pepper on me a little bit here, but I also feel like that overhyped train of like a backup quarterback coming in like Brad Radkowski or whatever his name is for that
Bruce? Brother Bruce.
brother Bruce. And then I feel like there's a regression here where the Niners do have a history of kind of blowing games to the Cardinals at home over the last few years. And now you're coming with Mac
But
Jones.
what if we beat you? You can't say anything.
Well, what
the
if we
rest
beat
of the
you?
season.
Yeah, that's
What
I
if we
get
beat you?
it. I get it. I
Your
don't know.
Raiders stink. We beat your Cardinals.
But you're not nervous
That's
about
it.
Mac Jones at all. He's back. Noodle arm is done. You're back with him. I think there's some overhype there. Let's see it again. I don't know. Tyler, go. I got to get something. I got to get.
I don't. I mean, I feel like if he wasn't worried, I feel like if he wasn't in the red and gold, Brian would be as confident in Big Mac and didn't have Shanahan behind him. That definitely helps. I think Mac will be adequate. But like I said, he's not going to be 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 70%. He's not that good. He's not that guy. The weapons aren't even that good for him to take advantage of Shanahan's offense like that. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think the defense steps up. But we'll get into that a little later.
Casey?
Yeah, I was surprised actually that Mac Jones played as well as he did. Nice hat, Darren. I was just I don't know. I was actually really surprised with Mac Jones. I know it is the Saints, but even going into that, I was like, he sucks. He's not good. Obviously, it makes a difference when you're playing for the Jaguars or the Patriots, and you have an offensive system that the first coach. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Mac Jones didn't really have much of a chance with that coaching system. But in saying that, I mean, this is how rumors and things get started. Kyle Shanahan wanted him in the draft, and now it's like, well, he would have taken him with the not first overall, but first pick. Well, yeah, pretty much with Trey Lance's spot. And Purdy was the 7th round kind of savior kind of guy. It's like, well, if he didn't get that money, he's good thing he got that money this year, because I don't know if he didn't sign that big contract, it might be a little bit hotter for him.
Well, it forces his hand to be there with it as well.
Brian, Calais Campbell's reaction says it all about the difference between Purdy and Mac. He said, "This is a joke. What are we talking? Of course, I'd rather have Mac play than Purdy."
Yeah, no, I hear you. I thought it was just funny that your thoughts on it were more like, let's give him another week to get healthy. It sounded like on your
show. Absolutely. And I trust Shanahan with these like slow twitch white quarterbacks. You can kind of get them to be productive. They're not going to be great. They're not going to be Hall of Famers, but he brings the best out of them. It goes back to like Hoyer in Cleveland, Kirk Cousins in Washington. I don't know. And then Darnold, and then even like Purdy's at the higher end of those guys as far as movement and athleticism.
And even Matt Ryan had an MVP season when he was the offensive coordinator with Atlanta too.
So my trust is more in Shanahan than Mac Jones.
I know, I get you. I want to go right back to the Niners here. We got Flea Market in the chat room here. He's obviously a Bears fan. He said that the Bears would get crushed. And Brian, I would say the Bears got crushed last week. I would say that they got destroyed by the Lions. So Flea Market, your team there. Well, I do want to get into the Cowboys Bears game a little bit, just more based kind of a little bit on last week there with it too. But you got to be able to watch film. But USC, they don't teach that, I guess. I don't know what they do.
They do finger painting.
I wish I could create a shirt just for Darren that has a dead cardinal on and goes, "Kill the birds, still 0 world championships."
Brian, damn James Harrison. We had a chance. He blew it for us. He blew it. We could have had it. Come on, Larry, run him down. You could have got him at halftime. What happened there? At least if I came to your house, I said put it on the Cards game. You get what you'd want to at that. I don't know. I think the Cardinals. I think with Murray and Tyler, you also, I didn't think about this, but you brought that up on the show as well. Is that you said the Niners have had a history of a hard time stopping running quarterbacks, and obviously Murray, when he's on his game, that's what he's doing. He's extending plays. The Niners defensive line, though, I thought Papa Huff there, whatever it is there, that the pickup Brian was all fired up about. I thought he played really well last game. and then Bosa did his thing at the end. I mean, I do think that's – and Williams had a great game.
Yeah.
The defensive tackle, the rookie you guys drafted. So that would be my biggest positive or biggest chances now that I feel like the defensive line, if it's on its game, it has a chance to – and last year was a weird game because remember it was like super hot. It was like 100 and then like the Niners just like wore down in the second half. Like they didn't even – so I don't see that being the case in this year's matchup a little bit. So – and they both played the Saints. You guys look better against the Saints than the Cardinals did. So you guys are a 1.5 favorite. What do you feel pretty confident in this one, T? You feel like it's a W, or where are you at with this one?
No, I don't feel really confident. The defense still has a lot. You can't give up 3 touchdowns and no interceptions to the rattlesnake, Spencer Rattler, and have me feeling like great confidence. Do I think the Niners will win? I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
I'm not like, and you have Mac Jones in. It's not even your starting quarterback. Kittle and Ayuk are still out. CMC is looking good, probably the best receiving back in NFL history, in my opinion, after what I've seen in the last couple of years. But I feel the Niners will win, but I'm not like over the moon like this is automatic.
Brian, what did you have, 23-20 or something like that, you thought?
I'm saying more like 27-20.
So Niners moved to 3-0.
I think the way you defend Murray, because they have such great linebackers, is you put a quarterback spy on him so he can't be scrambling. You try to keep him in the pocket. I think
Mr. Winters.
Does that open anything up for Trey McBride, though? They have a legit great tight end. Like, so you kind of have to – I don't know. I'm with you. You can't let Murray run. So
that's what he did last year, and he just killed you guys in the second half doing that. What do you think, Case?
This will be a test for you guys secondary. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr., great receiver. Trey McBride, like you brought up, he's a phenomenal tight end. I mean, Murray, he seems like he's got a good, strong start to the year. It's always kind of up and down with him. He's never really too consistent. So I think this is kind of his maybe breakout year. I did pick the Cards to win the division. So I think this is a huge game for them to go 3-0. Get a division win. I think it'll be like, I don't know, the Niners defense has been playing pretty damn good. So I want to say like 2017 Cardinals. Tyler sees it differently. I see that. I
love it, Casey. I love it. It's been hate for 2 straight weeks, and we keep winning. So keep bringing it. Keep bringing it.
Come on, Buddha Baker. Let's go make a play today. Come on, Buddha. We need a defensive play from Mr. Buddha out there on the defensive side of the ball for the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals. If I'm being honest, I would pick the Niners this week. I think the Cardinals on the road, and they even in the win against Carolina, they left a lot to be desired. So I would still think the Niners are the better team. Again, though, I go back to the headline: does Mac attack Mac Jones? Does he come back to reality a little bit? And where he had 3 and no interceptions, does he have a 2 interception game? Because that's obviously going to change the game where you get more possessions in that regard. So that would be my only. Like, if I was a Niners fan, I'd be nervous that maybe Mac Jones comes back to reality. But maybe he does keep it up again. So
I'll tell you this. Mac Jones isn't throwing the ball 39 times again.
39 throws.
That's how many he threw last week. But I don't if that happens again, it's not good news for the 49ers.
We'll see.
Ryan, what were you saying, though? I'm sorry if I cut you off there.
I said there's no nerves. There's no nervous.
Nerves of steel, this guy.
Butterflies are natural in a big game.
125 the game today in good old Santa Clara. Santa Clara over there. So
if the Rams lose to the Eagles and we beat the Cardinals, Casey's nightmare is going to come true, and the Niners are right back in first place. Like I told him in the offseason, we're going to come after him like Freddy Krueger in his nightmares.
Sydney Sweetie said it best. Great genes.
Great genes.
I feel like Brian's coming into every Niners game this year like Brock Lesnar did last night.
I mean, anyone who disagrees with the Niners. Like, any negative things about the Niners, you get an F5. You get an F5.
It was like Jason Strahan last week on Fox saying we were cooked. with Mac Jones that day. Like, I want to hear what Jason Strahan's got to say this week, buddy. Come on.
Brian, you were calling him Noodle Arm Mac Jones for 3 years.
Was that because he was a Patriot, Brian?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
a
The green and
new
gold
era,
changes.
Tyler. It's a new era.
It's a new era. If Geno Smith becomes a Niner, and we start getting positive vibes, then I'll know something's up for real at some point. Just real quick before Casey jumps back on, since Flea Market's with us, I did want to mention that the Bears, not necessarily that, but that Giants Cowboys game was nuts at the end. I mean,
unreal.
Can you play worse defense as a safety than the one you gave up to Neighbors with their? I'm just saying, like, that is like literally. I'm like just sitting there having a beer and I'm eating pizza, thinking, yeah, you got to go back 10 yards. And like he press defense. I'm like, what are you? That is literally one of the worst plays I've seen from a safety in a long time. That was terrible, Tyler. How do you give up a play like that? And with 34 seconds left and you're up by 4, like just keep them in front. They don't even have timeouts. I like terrible defense. One of the worst plays I've seen defensively.
It was
still a great throw, but yeah.
I mean, the Giants did everything right. They took advantage of what they had to do. But it's the Cowboys. Like, when you hire who's the Cowboys head coach? I hired some bum. Is it
But that's a safety. You've been doing this since high school.
Schottenheimer. This guy's a bum. Like, everyone, when he got hired, they're like, Schottenheimer? What are we doing? This is obviously just to save money, like Schottenheimer. These are the mistakes. They settled for a 64-yard field goal. They ran the ball for 3 yards and set up a 64-yard field goal. Yeah, the guy made it, which bails you out. But if that guy missed that kick, people would go, what the heck is going on now? You can't settle for a 64-yard kick.
He would have made it from 74.
He would have. It hit the net. It was unbelievable. I mean, a great kick, but like, maybe the kicker's just the bionic man.
It's not Jake Moody. They have confidence.
64, no, but man, you're gonna start defending Lane Kiffin with Sebastian 70-yarder.
That was like 78. He was like 78 yards. That was from third base, way out there in Oakland. Yeah, no, that was. I guess, but then I wanted to switch over to the Bears Lions though, because we said Caleb Williams continues to look bad. Like, he just doesn't look like I don't know. He doesn't look like Brian. He doesn't look good. He looks like he's lost still. He's not reading play. I mean, he seems like he's kind of easy to blame things a little bit. He's got the new coordinator, but if he can't pick it up? I mean, they'll probably give him another year. I guess he was their first pick overall, but I don't know. He's leaving a lot to be desired here.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I just didn't believe in him coming out of USC. He just didn't prove to me that he's a good enough leader to be an NFL quarterback and lead a team. And it's just, I don't know, it's just coming down to the fact that is he changing plays in the huddle? If he doesn't like what he hears, he just goes, oh, I'm going to go with this. That's what it kind of feels like to me.
Well, if that's the case, the coach should have a bigger issue with him if he's
Sounds
doing
like
that.
Donald Trump.
And I think he just processes. I think he just processes slow, and he plays like more of a backyard type of football, and he's more comfortable like that. But you can't. You got to play on script at some point. You can't just run around there. These guys are too good of athletes to do that. I mean, college you can get away with it, but here these guys are gonna. I mean, that's why he got crushed last year. He got obliterated so many times. So.
And he's not super fast, right? I mean, he's a good athlete, no doubt about it. But he's not like a Murray or something like that.
He's
keep going. In case you have anything to add, still to go.
I was just saying. I mean, Benton Johnson. I think that's where you got it twisted. I don't know if they'll give him another year. He didn't draft him. He wasn't a part of that. So I don't know. He might want to go with his own quarterback, especially if he has a high pick. But watching college football, there's not too many promising quarterbacks that look like front runners right now. So
yeah,
you don't like Big Mateer out of Oklahoma?
Who?
Yeah. How about Arch Manning?
He's staying in college another year.
The big Arch is staying in college. Brian, I saw that some article popped up today about ESPN. Like, this guy's supposed to be the first round pick. Like, it was a poll, and I was like, oh, that's not a good sign if you're having to put usually it's pretty obvious who your number 1 or 2 pick is. So we're just coming up with stuff at this point. So, and the Lions
look be another defensive and an offensive line draft this year.
Yeah, it's those are exciting. Those offensive linemen when the big guys go first, right? Who was the guy from the Chiefs they drafted first overall pick or something like
Eric
that?
Fisher.
Eric Fisher, that's what it was. All right,
Before we
so
move on from that game, I mean, they gave up 52 points. That's not on the quarterback giving up 52 points. His numbers weren't terrible, but Casey nailed it on the head. Like, you have to play on script. You can't just take every drop back and being like, okay, I'm going to wait for some like crazy play to happen. And that's what Caleb Williams does. And he seems like he has that Trey Lance where he can't really read a defense, or not yet at least.
Ooh, we don't want Trey involved in this. We don't want Trey involved in this. If we go just real quick back to Brian's favorite team, Brian, you kind of been up and down with me on my Raiders confidence meter. You take shots. I'm supposed to feel confident. They were coming back to negative. I need you to, so I'm -2 now. No, I'm just kidding. Mariota. What a golden opportunity. Good old Mariota is the quarterback this week for the Commanders, not Daniels. A great chance for the Raiders to get a win on the road, another win on the road this year, coming off a terrible game last week. Casey, this is a game that if you have any thoughts of being a 7 seed in the playoffs, you have to win a game like this when Daniels is out. I don't care if it's on the road. This is a game you have to win.
These games make me so nervous because, like, as a Raiders fan, I've seen this happen so many times. Baker Mayfield but like he didn't even play and played for the Rams and beat us. Billy Volek replaced for the Titans, threw like a record 500-something yards with 6 touchdowns.
Oh, Billy.
And you get all the Derek Anderson. Like, so these are the games that make me nervous because, like, if Jaden Daniels, I'm like, all right, we know, like, this is going to be a tough game. And Mariota did play for the Raiders, had a stint. So it's like, is he going to get a get-back game? And it's like, these are the games that make me nervous. I know Jaden Daniels is way better, don't get me wrong, but these are the ones where you don't have a game plan really for him. And Mariota's serviceable. So this is the stuff that makes me nervous. But in saying that, you are right, Darren. If you're serious about playoffs, you've got to be backup quarterbacks. So,
or was that one year Derek Carr went against the Jets and he lost to them? I mean,
there's so many. They lost to the Bears. They lost to Jeff Saturday. They've had like just epic fails over there. Everybody come out of the booth and like 6 weeks later they lose to him in there. Honestly, I could see the Raiders easily being down 10-0 to start a game like this. Like that's kind of what, and maybe making a comeback, but like I definitely do feel very nervous about a game like this. Mariota is serviceable, so I don't know. I think Brian is down to a 2. You beat me down this week. I heard the comments on TNB, negative influence on me. I think the Commanders win. I'm going to say 23-21. I can see them losing.
I just think you guys have to find a way to get the run game going.
Yeah,
you
he's
can
been
never
terrible.
win if you just keep hawking the ball. I mean, that's what you fed into what the Chargers wanted last week by just throwing it too much, and they have a very strong secondary, and that was not – you can't beat them like that.
Tyler, any hope for the Raiders today?
No, I think Casey's first take about how they struggle against backup quarterbacks and not having any like game plan against Mariota because they weren't expecting it. Maybe they were for the last 3 days, but it wasn't like weeks in advance of preparation. Where I think Mariota has a get back game. I like Cliff Kingsbury's system for Mariota. I think he's going to have a good game. I'm more interested in what you thought Ryan Clark said. I said it when they picked Zinty. I don't see it like as its top 6 pick. But he says he doesn't have anything special about it. Like he doesn't have the it factor that we saw from Saquon, which I disagree with. I think it's way too early. I've seen runs where I've been impressed, but I don't like the pick, obviously, still. But do you guys still believe in Zinty? Like I still think he's going to be a good running back. Just 6 overall seems high.
Yeah, they needed a running back though. They didn't have anybody really in the backfield last year to end it. And I know you say you could draft somebody in the late round. I totally agree. To me, there wasn't anybody on the board though, other than Williams, maybe that I would have taken that you guys got like a defensive lineman. The Raiders have made some bad picks, like not like taking Carter, like skipping on Carter was a bad pick and stuff like that. But I think he's shown enough to where I think he can get it going once. Smith has to help him out though too. Like he's got to be able to like throw the ball a little bit. You know what I mean? To give them an offensive line. The offensive line's not giving them too much either. So
This week he was unreal though, Smith. Like
But you also can't be like standing around when Gino's getting rushed. Like throw a block there or something. You like help your quarterback out.
Yeah.
That didn't look too good for Genty when he was doing that.
Yeah, no, and Bowers is hurt.
The first game, though, Tyler, I mean, if you throw 360 yards, you're not going to most likely have a lot of rushing yards, just to be honest. But the second game, like Brian, they tried to pass way too much. And, I thought the run game was actually working pretty well for them, to be honest. Pass blocking does seem to be an issue. That's why I guess Zamir White's in there on third downs now. I guess they just don't trust him. He did whiff on a couple, so in the NFL, you get maybe one chance. They give him two, and he just couldn't do it. So that'll be a work in progress. But if you just give him the ball to run, I think he's picked where he was for a reason, just to run. But
yeah, we need to see more though from him for sure.
And then you see the Boise State running back this week going off. I don't know. Genty got 19 carries week 1. You can get a lot of yards on 19 carries. I don't think just because they threw for 362.
But I think they were just stacking the box and forcing him to throw it. You know what I mean?
I thought he had a couple nice runs in that first game that showed me potential that he could kind of be there with it. But you're right. It could be a little like Robinson had moments of struggle last year too for the Falcons. Like, he still poured it on later in the seasons, but the Falcons didn't even give him the ball a whole lot at the beginning either. But I don't know. I think there's still potential to be him, but he's probably not in like that Robinson or Barkley field. He's not as big as those guys.
No, his highest is Maurice Jones-Drew. Like that, I feel, because he's small. Like, he's big and he's powerful and he is strong. Like, he's going to be a great goal line back. He can get a yard every time you need a yard. It's just whether he is explosive in the NFL to be in that top 6 pick. Where I don't know if he's explosive enough to do that.
I'll take Maurice Jones-Drew. If we could do that,
exactly. I'm saying that's top. Like, it also could get worse.
Be happy with that. That is.
No, but I think he could do that. He showed signs of being a tough tackle. Like,
yeah, no, I think there could he be a Frank Gore? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Like, is he
a Hall of Famer? I'll take a Hall of Famer.
Gore Hall of Famer.
I can't wait to watch this Washington Commanders running back this week against the Raiders, the 7th round pick. See how he looks.
We'll see how the offensive linemen do for the Raiders too. They sometimes don't do the best in making a push. Let's put it that way.
I thought they were supposed to have an improved offensive line.
I never consider them improved.
They did some dumb stuff. They put their center at the guard and then moved the guard to the center, and the guy, he can't even snap the ball. Like, it looked like
that was an issue.
It looked like Floater McGee's going back to Gino's.
Yeah, it was a third down.
The Charger's already there. I'm like, man, we'll throw it with some oomph on there. Like, snap it. Like, don't just float it to him. But it's like, God.
There was like a big third down, right? Casey hits it right off his butt cheek. He's like, hits it right off his butt cheek, and Gino gets sacked. It's like, come on, man. Like, at least make a snap, a proper snap.
He literally hit himself in the nuts. So it's like, come on.
Not good.
Can't be better than this.
Just Burrow goes down. Kind of sucks for just
my
NFL.
Fantasy team is feeling it. I'm starting Mariota.
Oh, big game for you, then, Mariota.
Feels personal.
Yeah,
definitely. I was like, I'm playing the Raiders.
Drake May for Brian. We go Mariota for Tyler. Teams are screwed left and right here. Yeah, that sucks though as an NFL fan. Burrow's fun to watch, and so that sucked. I heard that the tush push might be voted on again. I don't know. Like, how do you make this play illegal?
You just say they're not in the neutral. They're in the neutral zone. That's all you got to do is just call them in the neutral zone.
Yeah, what was there's video last week of it? Right, where the offensive lineman's getting basically a head start before the center's even snapping the ball. So if you don't call that, then that is a massive issue. Just call a 5-yard penalty. They're not doing it anymore for that. But I don't have a problem with the play itself still.
No, I mean, but the Eagles do that on passing downs. Lane Johnson takes a step back a half a second before every snap. The Eagles know how to do this offensive line like leeway thing perfect on both sides, running and passing.
How do you not call that though?
I don't know. I don't know.
You should know going into the game that this is what this team does.
And their helmets are 3 of their guys' helmets are over the ball, which is illegal.
Do they have the bigger helmets? No, I'm just kidding.
Who do you guys have today? The Eagles or the Rams?
I'm gonna take the tush push again. I'm gonna go to the Eagles. They end up pulling it out against the Rams. I think that we'll see how the Rams do today in the rematch of the playoffs. No snow today. I'm assuming no snow today in the game. So
No, that's no.
what's it, a 10 a.m. game?
LA.
It's in Philadelphia though. It's in Philadelphia again. 10 a.m. start. I'm going Eagles. Tyler, you got Eagles.
I mean, I've been hating on Stafford the last 3 weeks, but I feel like the Rams are going to win. As talented as the Eagles are, that offense should be as boring as it is. Like, I'm not blaming anybody. I don't know who it is. It could be the offense coordinator. It could be Jalen Hurts. But, like, it's just a boring offense. And it should be way more exciting. And the Rams just do it right. They do – it's showtime. You got Puka, you got Devontae, and Stafford's going to sling that thing. Kyron's going to get his yards. I got the Rams.
Casey?
On the road.
Oh, I'll go with Philly. I think after beating the Chiefs,
Fly, Eagles.
I don't know. I mean, I do know. Their offensive line is just they're deep, like they play like football that just to win. I don't know how it's not sexy. It's just
boring as crap.
Yeah, it is boring as hell, Tyler. You're right. But
it's AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley. It should be boring.
I know. I have Devontae Smith on my fantasy. It blows.
They tore it up in the Super Bowl, though.
What?
They tore it up in the Super Bowl.
No, they're unreal. They just like pick and choose games. Like I don't know. Like somehow they end up with like almost 1,000 yards, if not over. But it's just like I don't know how they do it. But they're just an unreal team, man. They're just fully loaded. They're just probably the best team. Easily.
I think I think the Eagles will win. Actually, now that I think about it, I just hope. I don't like watching Eagles play. I think they're boring. I'm like, this isn't fun football. I hope they lose. It hurts my Niners if they do win, or if they do lose or win.
Eagles win, Cardinals win, and we have a first place team, Brian, this week in the NFC West. That is what we're going.
The Eagles are going to win. The Niners are going to win.
All right.
There's going to be some people crying next week on the podcast.
Hey, can I ask a question? Who's the worst? The Bills obviously aren't in this, so 3-0. But who's the worst 2-0 team? Is it the Bengals, the Colts, or the Niners or Cardinals? I guess would be the last. Or Bucks.
Bengals. They don't have.
Yeah, it's got to be the Colts to me.
The Colts.
I don't trust Daniel.
Come on, why
Jake Browning? What are you guys talking about?
Tyler,
Casey, you believe in Danielson more than Jake Browning?
They have Jake Browning first.
They have Jamar Chase and D. Higgins to make them look good, at least.
It's not Joe Burrow.
No, absolutely not.
Who did you say, Brian?
Jake Browning is better than Daniel Jones.
I said the Colts.
Like, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I think Jake Browning is good with those weapons.
Wow, Jake Browning is ecstatic.
I'll take it, Jake the Snake. We want Jake the Snake in there.
He's a area kid.
Interceptions. I mean, like,
at least he's not afraid to play it.
He's not. I think he's going to be the Jameis Winston this year. He's going 30 for 30.
I almost picked him up over Mariota, but the Raiders.
The Raiders.
This is the guy that said the Panthers were going to win the division. How that's looking.
Back against Darren's Cards, they gave him a heart attack.
The cardiac cats.
Two.
My last
to be the cardiac cats.
Hey, Bryce Young looks decent though, man. He looks like
I don't know. It's easy to play 30 points.
Dude, he makes some good throws in that game, man.
He looks decent. I like it. My last.
You made Terrell laugh and run out of his room by that.
Where is Terrell? Is he scared today? Is that why he didn't?
A little scared.
Commanders, Raiders. Where you at, Terrell?
My last thought for last week was the other bad coaching. I thought was the Texans. Just on that Monday night, there was so many plays where like I thought the coaches just some bad calls. Like it was second and 1 on the goal line. They throw it twice. Like there was some like they didn't kick the field goal when they should have earlier. They lose by. I just thought they didn't. There was some bad coaching in that game from the Texans, and Stroud obviously leaving a lot to be desired. But just to kind of finish up week 3, good Monday night game, Lions Ravens is a great game, and then I'm kind of interested to see how the Broncos and Chargers game plays out today as well. Kind of if the Chargers make a statement here, even at home, maybe win by double digits. Their lines look pretty good too, and so we'll see what kind of see what happens there with those teams. But that would be the other games that I'm kind of looking at a little bit. Brian, any final thoughts here on the NFL?
Go 49ers, beat the Cards.
Back attack, ready to go. Tyler, any final thoughts? NFL last week or this week you want to get into?
I had something, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, it's going to be a good week 3. I think there's some good matchups. I'm excited. It's a lot of divisional games.
JJ McCarthy, you look terrible as well. On Sunday Night Football, 15-6. What a game! 50 or was it 22? I think they got a touchdown.
Isn't it crazy? Like football is football, I always say, but it's week 3 and they say 20% of the starting quarterbacks are out.
Yeah, no, it's like that. You better have a backup in there.
That means the rules are getting tweaked to more offense. There's gonna be a couple rules in there.
Stay healthy, Dino. Stay healthy, Gino. We don't.
Who's the regular? You got a good backup, I heard. Aiden, AOC.
No, he's out. He's out for 8.
He's out too.
He broke his hand. I don't see the game or his wrist. Yeah. So I forget who they saw. Oh, they got the guy. They traded for the Pickett, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett. You don't want to see that guy out there.
Garrett was high on Kenny Pickett going into week 1 last.
I liked him. I thought those fake slides could get the job done, but he doesn't do it on that side. So yeah, a few good days here, NFL wise, that I'm looking forward to this week. Let's see our afternoon slate. What do we got? Broncos, Chargers, Saints, Seahawks, Cowboys, Bears, Cardinals, Niners. So that's our. And then to battle the 0-2 teams. With the Giants and the Chiefs tonight. Could the Chiefs go 0-3?
Is the countdown clock going to dart time for the Giants?
Will the Taylor Swift rules come back? Will she make an appearance just for good luck? It'd be interesting to have the Giants. What a tough loss though. Like we kind of stated earlier, what did he throw for like 450 yards and you still lose a game to the Cowboys like that? So we'll see. The Chiefs offense, though, leaving a lot to be desired. That's for sure right now. Leaving a lot to be desired.
If the Chiefs lose that game, they're definitely in trouble. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens tonight there. Wilson already has.
I guess my point with the Chiefs is like, you win and you like that feeling, but if you had like a down year, I don't think they're gonna handle the losing as best as other teams. I could see people yelling at each other and stuff like that. So for me, it's like get the popcorn ready and just laugh at that team and go.
Kelsey's more stressed. He's in a relationship. He's got to handle things differently.
Got a wedding to plan for.
He's got a wedding to plan. Mahomes cannot be your leading rusher every game. That is the reason. I mean, you cannot have Mahomes be your leading rusher.
Overrated.
For the Chiefs. So that's a big issue on that side of things. Casey, what was your top 5 thing you wanted to do this week?
Is Mahomes the 4th best quarterback in that? Well, I guess Burrow's hurt. The 3rd best?
We have Jackson and Allen. Yeah. Mahomes.
I had 4th, and I had Burrow ahead of him, but Burrow got hurt, so I'll put Mahomes ahead of Burrow because of health.
I would say it's still Mahomes. A couple guys I think that could sneak into that by the end of the year, though. I just need to see more from them because of the clutchness of the history of it. It's hard for me to overcome it. It would be Love and Mayfield. Could they get into that category with either of those guys? Like Love, it seems like he's taking next steps. Mayfield's later in his career. He's kind of picked it up a little bit too.
Daniel Jones would like to have a word.
Daniel Jones would like to have a word. Daniel Jones will not be in this discussion.
Kick rocks barefoot.
He will never be in this discussion for as long as I live.
MVP votes right now.
I mean, maybe Herbert gets there too if he picks it up. I don't know. Maybe there's he looked good, obviously.
The Madison Beer effect.
Yeah, exactly. Get that. Case, what was your top 5 thing you were saying?
So as top 5 sports, like when you're watching TV and you're watching the players, just like makes you stop. So top 5 players from our past, because we've got about 30 years, I'd say give or take, of watching sports, individually between us, about 120 years. So I just came up with top 5 lists of players that you stop when you're watching the TV and you're like, I got to watch that dude. So from the past is what I had here.
And present, right? Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my past, though, I figure I'll do the past. You guys can do your past, then we'll hit the present. So my past 5 was for baseball, Barry Bonds. Football was Barry Sanders. Tennis was Roger Federer. Basketball was Kobe Bryant. And fifth, I couldn't come up with another one, so I just came up with Serena Williams because that was the other one. I don't really watch too much of hockey, and like on a daily thing where I'd see her.
That ass.
Come on, Joe Thornton didn't get you out of your seat.
Jumbo Joe.
No. So I didn't watch hockey enough like that to like want to stop my TV to watch that. So, did you guys have yours?
I mean, I did a little differently. I just did past, present in one list. I had 6 guys.
Yeah.
My 6 was a KD. A tie for 5th was Lincecum and Steph. 4 was Lamar. 2 was Jordan. 1 was Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, I think, is the most, like, if he's on TV, there is no chance I'm going anywhere. If I'm going to shit my pants, I'm going to, I'll figure out a way to hold it.
What a description.
That's how much he was to me.
That might be a different top 5.
That might be a different top 5.
You're willing to take a dump.
Brian, besides Brett Jones, who do you have on the list of guys that you would?
Eric Johnson?
Well, I would say for tennis, I'd say Andre Agassi because the guy was just entertaining when he was out.
Beautiful hair. Long hair. I like it. How about Pete's chest? We go Pete Sampras' hairy chest. We gotta go.
And then I am gonna go hockey. I'm gonna go Owen Nolan.
Yes. Pointing in the All-Star.
Great goal against the Blues in the playoffs.
Shout out Ryan on that one.
Basketball, I definitely gotta go Michael Jordan. And then for baseball, Barry Bonds. And then for football, I'd say Michael Vick got that for me.
Michael Vick on there. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I to me, there's like it goes Bonds and McGuire. With like you can say whatever you want, but those were the guys when they were on for me. That's who I was watching over there, especially when he got to the Cardinals. There, you were watching a lot of every at bat that you possibly could. If it was baseball tonight, putting it on or whatever. Michael Vick, I would put in there for a short period of time. If he was on, I wanted to watch him play. Even back at Virginia Tech, I liked back then. Randy Moss for a short period of time.
He was supposed to be on the list. I don't know why I didn't make it. Good call.
Jordan, Tiger Woods, obviously.
Oh, Tiger should have been on all
Tiger's automatic. He's on. He's with it. And then Bay Area wise, Curry's had that run where you're like, well, I got to see how he's going to do it, especially in those 2015, 16. And then I go Lincecum as well, and I go Kershaw as 2 guys that I remember wanting to watch all the time when they were pitching. Those were guys that I would always want to check out at any time. And even a hardcore fan, Jacob deGrom, when he was healthy, I always wanted to watch him pitch too. As somebody, tennis wise, I'm not sure. There's not somebody that made me stop and watch tennis. As good as Federer was, he didn't stop me in my tracks.
I think it was Federer and Nadal if they were playing each other.
Come on, Darren. Yeah. Pete Sampras, he got it for you, right?
My grandma did love him, but I would say Nadal. I guess if I had to go anywhere, it would probably be Nadal. And there would be moments where like Shaq would have my interest, but he was so bad. He
hated Shaq watching.
My mom was in love with Pete Sampras. Anytime he played, like my mom would like, turn the TV on.
The original Greek Freak.
Greek Freak. He was on there. I was trying to think of like another like quarterback that like Mahomes. Like there's years where like
Lamar. Right? To me, it's no brainer.
So you for years.
Well, I think Lamar's the most entertaining player in sports right now.
See, that's what I was doing for present. For me, I was doing present, but I had Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Shohei Ohtani, and Steph Curry. Those are like the only guys that I really want to watch. Like where I was like, no matter what, like if I like turn out, I know Lamar Jackson has a chance of doing something I've never seen before. Like Steph Curry, same thing. Like all these guys, Shohei. Like they're like, those are things like I know. Like it's not like the average utility guy where it's just like, he's probably gonna get a liner, or this guy's gonna do something I've probably never seen before.
I think Mahomes was on that list for me when Tyreek Hill was on the team, but I don't know if Tyreek Hill was more must watch than at one point than Mahomes. Like
Well, Mahomes was making crazy throws to him, like they're like rolling out.
Tyreek was making crazy runs.
Throws. He's doing left-handed throws behind.
I hate Mahomes though, so like there's that factors in. Like LeBron didn't make any of our list, and he's one of the greatest players of all time.
Well, no, because he's boring to watch. No, I'm just kidding.
So is Mahomes.
Mahomes is not boring.
No, I would not put Mahomes.
He is. He's thrown for like 22 touchdowns the last 2 years.
Oh man, Tyler, I don't know.
Who do you think in the NL this year has a chance to knock off the Dodgers realistically?
I think I really want to say
I like the Mets,
but I think I worry about the Brewers pitching with their closer out and with losing Quintana again. Their depth to me, the Dodgers lineup. The one thing about them in a playoff series is their lineup. It just wears down pitching staffs where you don't get to your best guys. They don't. They go through like 3 innings of like your middle relief, and they usually just take advantage of it. And their top 4, I would say hitters, maybe 5. I throw Hernandez in there too. Like that's as tough of first 5 guys that you're gonna have to face at any point in the National League. The Phillies with Schwarber. I kind of have that Big Poppy thing around him. He seems to be getting clutcher as his time's going on. The Phillies, I think the Phillies realistically have the best chance.
What about the Reds?
No chance.
The Reds ain't even going to make the playoffs.
The Reds off.
Game back.
2 games back. Right? 2 games back.
The Reds
off. Look at a game now.
The Reds offense just to me is it. I wish we could take the A's lineup and the Pirates starting staff, and then put like, then the A's might have a chance. They have a chance in there. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what they're. Tyler, you weren't on with us last week, but Kurtz hit that 500 football. That was pretty crazy to watch. I don't know. There was one other guy I was going to say. Oh yeah. If I was going back to college basketball, I always felt like JJ Redick at Duke though. Randomly, like, because it wasn't even like JJ Redick, it was just all the hate that came with him. Like, I always wanted to watch those games and the fans beat him. He was good in college. I don't know. There was something there about.
That was great entertainment. There was the hate. That was fun. Salim Stoudemire, personal. Like, you bring up college basketball, like he would make probably my distant list. But Redick was.
Tyler and his mother would be the only people to pick Salim Stoudemire.
I don't think my mother would give a hoot about.
Not your mother, his mother. Yeah.
I mean, look at his numbers. Better than JJ's their senior years.
Didn't have the white hope with him. Didn't have that going for him on that side of it. All right, so that was fun. Kind of looking at guys that we would do left to right, or take like top guys that we would pick out. Just a couple other things before we get to winners and losers this week. I feel like as we're entering, this is maybe some people say the best time of the year. You're starting to get into October, last week of baseball, right? Coming up. You got the football in full swing. College football is starting, it's starting to ramp up into league play a little bit. So it's kind of a good time of the year. Brian, hockey is back in a little bit here as well. Will Kuminga ever figure out what
Jimmy's looking forward to that with Burrow going down?
He is down with that. Brian, winner or loser this week? Start us out. What do you got?
I'm going to go loser. I'm going to say Casey's Panthers division winner prediction. It's feeling hard and fast right now.
Hard and fast. We like it. Hard and fast. The Panthers are going down, and they're no chance on this side of it. Loser of the week. I like it. Casey, how about you, loser of the week?
Gonna get personal here, just say Brian, but no, we will not. I love you, buddy. No, loser of the week, man. I had to go. The Oklahoma Texas Tech, the reffing was terrible. Like, I don't know if you saw that deep pass, but the ref was like trying to run down, and he couldn't get there fast enough, and the defender just like pretty much tackled the receiver. As the ball's in midair, the ref's still running, and he looks back. By the time he looks back, the play's already happened, and you can't call flag because he never saw the penalty. There's a lot of bad calls in that game. I don't know. That's why it's just like, as much as they say the NFL has bad refs, college, if you watch enough games, you'll realize that's why they're in college.
Yeah, well, college basketball used to always be the worst, I felt like. like for a period of time there with like the charges, and like all that stuff. It's so bad. I'd be like, what are we doing here?
Do you remember that ref in the Big East who like walked off the court before the game was over because I don't know what, like he had gray hair, he was a little chubby guy.
Yeah,
he just walked off the court with like 8 seconds left, but the game was still going on, and like I don't know.
Yeah, the college basketball is that. See who you got for loser of the week.
I got the Miami Dolphins as a whole. I'm not going to put it all on Tua and Mike McDaniel. The defense is pathetic, giving up 33, 33, 31. McDaniels looks drunk after the last press conference. Tua is turning the ball over at bad times. I just put it on the whole. It's the Cleveland Browns with 90% humidity. I don't know. It's bad. People don't talk about it like that.
It's like no one seems like to care about winning there, you know.
Man,
the defense sucks and no one brings it up. That's my most frustrating.
It's crazy, Tyler, because like they have a longer streak than the Raiders, and we suck. I mean, what are they?
Jay Fiedler was the last quarterback to win a playoff game in Miami,
and then he lost to the Raiders, 27-0. That was. Thank you, Torrey James. That was it. That was literally his run.
That's funny you mentioned that because Jay Fiedler's like, when I think of him, I think of that game-winning touchdown run in Miami in like week 2 or something.
There you go.
His big ears.
His big ears. His big ears.
He looks like Colin Williams from Dumb and Dumber, the cop in Dumb and Dumber.
I got so many losers. I felt like it was a loser week. There's a lot of losers. Like Society here with Kyler Murray. Did you see he wore the? I don't even care about it. But he wears the Michael Vick jersey with a bull, like a dog. You know, he's taking pictures with that. So he apologizes for that. Was a tennis player Townsend had to apologize.
What's the loser part of that? I want to get your take on that.
I thought that media's kind of going crazy about it. They had to apologize. I don't know. I don't think he had to apologize for that, for wearing a Vic jersey and having a dog. I don't know.
No, it's not a dog. It's a pit bull that Michael Vick killed with his bare hands. Like I think that's a stupid thing by Kyler Murray.
I didn't say it was.
It's stupid. I don't think he should have apologized because I don't think you should apologize for anything on the internet you do. As long as it's not terrible.
I think that
was a stupid thing he did.
So we could say loser for doing that, but I also think loser for overhyping these apologies that athletes have to make. Okay. And then what was the guy Townsend, some tennis player, he had to apologize for ripping on Chinese food while he was in China. Like I don't know. Like what are we doing here? Like he's saying Chinese food's bad, but he's in China when he said it. And they're like, no, you have to apologize about it. So I don't know, like that. To me, we're getting a little nuts with some of that stuff. This Kuminga situation is just out of control that the Warriors have. Like, it's just insane. 3 months of negotiating.
Back, baby. Warriors talk.
No talk, Brian. This is just a mention. This is how pathetic this like situation. It's like literally come down to like the Jawan Jennings situation for the for the Niners. Let's stretch it as far as we can to see so we can make a deal either on a qualifying offer or we're going to get trade there.
It's worse because nobody's going to be happy at the end of this.
No. Pathetic effort by Cal yesterday. Just a pathetic effort by Cal football. And then my mom wanted to mention the Valkyrie blew it up. I didn't see the game, but apparently the Valkyrie did not get the win.
17.
So they're eliminated, Brian. WNBA championship will not be in the Bay Area this year. So that will not be the case. So that will be fair. I did not think you would. Brian, what do you got for winner of the week?
The winner of the week is I think the Miami Hurricanes moving to 3-0. They beat Florida last night, and their defense is a lot better than it was last year. So they're going to be in the playoff this year. The Miami Hurricanes. Go you!
Oh, I think maybe we'll get. What if we get another Ohio State Miami championship? You have to make a tough call on that, but right, I'll go with Ohio State or Miami there. Case, what do you got for winner of the week?
I was going to throw one more loser. Definitely Steve Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard. Get your stuff together, fellas. Don't know what's going on there, but have to at least throw that one in there for sure. Winner for sure, Cal Riley. Dumper, man. Big dumper, dude. Most home runs ever for a switch hitter. Just passed Ken Griffey Jr. the other day. Yesterday for most home runs ever in Seattle Mariners franchise history. As a catcher, super impressive. Then another winner, Indiana Fever, doing it without Caitlin Clark advancing to the next round. So first time in 10 years getting to the semis. So pretty cool for them without almost like their whole roster missing. So pretty cool to see the actually kind of get out there.
Ryan streams in with Oakland Ballers, the Pioneer League. They're making it. They came back last night. I did see that online. But Game 5 tonight. Is it in Oakland? I think it is in Oakland tonight. So Tyler might be. Are you going out to the game? No, Oakland Ballers out there. Tyler, it still hurts. Great for Oakland Ballers. It's not the same. It isn't. We all can admit that. But we'll take it when we can get it there on that side with it. T, what's your winner of the week?
My winner of the week is mediocrity before last night's game with the Giants. They are 5-5 in their last 10 games. In their last 150 games, they're 75-75. Their last 200 games, they're 100-100. Last 444 games, they're 222-222. In their last 500 games, they're 250-250. So the Giants are just a winner of being mediocre. Just being mediocre. It's unbelievable.
That's hilarious. You're like literally the definition of 500. Literally the definition of 500. They had Posey on KBR this week, and like I hate when I know they have to ask these questions, but I hate it when they'll be like, "Well, there's 10 games left. What do you want out of your team?" And he's like, "To take it one pitch at a time, one inning at a time, one game." I'm like, "Oh God!" Like it's the same boring answer we get every year.
Like, yeah, one loss at a time.
I was like, "Hey, Bryce Eldridge hit the ball. Let's go." That's all I want to see.
You got a big hit. You got a big hit. Double it. All right, my winner of the week. In case you mentioned Cal, I'll go a little baseball here. You saw it Friday night. Kershaw, he's calling it quits after the end of the year. He gets the standing ovation. Definitely the best Dodger in our lifetime, right? It's not even close.
Yeah.
I
mean, Ohtani maybe will get there.
Ohtani's going to pass him, but
he also would be the next closest, I guess.
Is he better than Verlander?
I don't know.
Or you take Verlander over? If you had
The playoffs kind of tilt my.
Well, it depends on what umpire you give Verlander.
Yeah, we do know that. That's hurt us with it a little bit. Kershaw, but that was cool. The Dodgers do that. Stanton hits 450 homers. Is he a Hall of Famer? 450 he's at. Giancarlo. What if he gets to 500 though, T? Is that automatic anymore?
I don't think it is, but I don't think anyone's a Hall of Famer until Barry gets in. Nobody's a Hall of Famer.
All right, well, let's say Barry gets in tomorrow. Is Stanton is he a Hall of Famer?
Sure.
That's not what I want. I want Pat.
That just summed up how the baseball voters probably vote.
Yeah, let's get him in. 450 though, that's pretty crazy. That's a good. I mean, for Stanton, he's still out there doing it. And then the Guardians have won 10 in a row at probably the most clutch time you could ever do it. They're one game behind the Tigers right now. They're
ultimate collapse.
The Tigers blow it.
I know. And the Astros, they look like, Brian, you talk about the Chiefs kind of coming back. They're out. Maybe the Astros finally have hit their wall a little bit as well. So we'll see that kind of what happens there as well. I did want to get this up on there. It was just a 20-second video to get maybe a little hope here for it. Go ahead, T.
Trout hit 400 home runs. He's a winner. As far as, I mean, Mike Trout, he just hit his 400th home run. He played catch with the guy who caught his ball, which was pretty cool from the fan. All he wanted to do is play a little game of catch. I don't know. That's a winner for the fan and for Mike Trout.
You need to know, Angels fans, it's almost fan appreciation night. I was going to go out there and give them the finger, but
whoa, right? Little Angels hate on the show. Wow, I like it. The Angels were one of the pure teams we did not like at the beginning. They were in the Mariners. They did not sit well with us.
Rally monkey.
The damn rally monkey.
Yeah, we all hate the Angels.
I hate the rally monkey for that. I just want to get this video up real quick. Maybe Raiders versus the Redskins. Little prime. This is way back.
Racial slurs.
Jerry Porter with a touchdown. I think I'll see if we get it on the call.
They got a field goal at 7-3. Now down 13-3. Early moments of the second half. Collins, this he can do. Wow, to Jerry Porter.
Can we get that today, Brian?
49 yards for. Hey!
All right, I needed to get that Raiders on there for today. We need that, Johnson. We need to do it. We got to get a little luck here.
The negative headline next week for the Niners. They win, but then he puts up there, Purdy will be rusty for week 4. So
well, hopefully I'll
Hopefully
I'll put Raiders are on the verge of Super Bowl. That's hopefully what Raiders on the verge of.
What could the Raiders do tonight or today for you to have that as the headline? What would they have to do?
30-13 win.
I love how Brian and with the Cardinals Niners get together. You get a little edgier. I like it. And we got a big game today. We got
Just so you know, Casey, you wish you could have hair like this. It's beautiful hair. You wish you could have hair. It's beautiful right here. Look at this.
I love it.
I will say I've always given the Briars Patriarch the greatest hair award for all my father friends.
Right, I don't mean to be rude, but I think you're kind of receding a little bit.
We're all receding.
That's receding.
It's more like you're losing your hair, buddy.
Hey, real quick on hair. We got. Listen, which decade of wide receivers was the best? The 90s with Rice, Irvin, Brown, Carter. 2000s with Moss, Owens, Harrison, and Holt. 2010s Johnson, Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, Larry Fitzgerald, Antonio Brown, and then obviously now with Tyreek Hill, Adams, Jamar Chase, and Jefferson. Is it the 90s by far, or do the 2000s have a case?
Can we do this by rank them 4 through 1 or 1 through 4?
Yeah, sure, if you want. Which one would you take first? Or 4?
Oh, I'm taking 2000s 1.
Okay.
90s 2, 2010s 3, 2020s 4. But it could change based on 2020s, and they're still young, except for two of them.
90s is pretty good with the best of all time, Michael Irvin, Tim Brown, and Chris Carter. To me, that's as good as it gets.
2000s is pretty good too. I mean,
they're all
I put Rice 1, Moss 2, and then 2000s the next 3.
And then I don't want us to sleep on 2010.
They're all exactly.
But I would maybe put Andre Johnson over. Should I put him over Antonio Brown? Would you do that?
No way.
No, you'd put Antonio Brown over Andre Johnson.
Maybe you can't. Maybe over Julio, I guess. If you're gonna based on stats. Antonio Brown has the best stats of all those guys.
I don't know.
Maybe Fitzgerald, and then Julio, Antonio.
That'd be.
I like to see one Raider on there. That makes me happy.
You got Tim Brown.
You got Tim Brown.
It makes me happy to see one Raider on there. That's the last time we were relevant in the 90s.
Niners on there too. 3 Vikings receivers though. Vikings win the receiver award apparently with Jefferson, Carter, and Moss. They're the ones there with it.
Who's the worst receiver on that list?
That's kind of a slight.
It has
to be someone from the 2020s.
It'd have to be Devontae Adams for me.
I think it's Chris Carter.
No, I'm a big Chris Carter guy, so that would be all he does.
There's no down threat. It's like 8 yards a catch.
Tyreek Hill's the worst on that one.
No.
Brian, I like that. That's a good. I think too big of a neck. I think I agree. He has got. I think I'm with Brian. It's either Hill or Adams. Is to me.
I think it's Chris Carter.
And then maybe I'd probably go Antonio Brown next, and then probably.
You remember Devontae Adams when he was with Aaron Rodgers? They were unreal.
They were, but all these guys were unreal for a period of time. I would just Adams to me would be the next guy that I would take there. And then maybe Jefferson. It'd have to be him too. I mean, I'm not taking Jefferson over anybody in the
we didn't even mention him. I think Torrey Holt's the worst receiver of the.
I was a big Holt guy. So would you rather have Bruce or Holt?
Holt.
All right, so you would have a Holt. I thought Torrey Holt was a damn good receiver. I just thought he was good. But I don't know. I guess Jefferson you could take over there. I just thought it was funny, these lists. This was good. Kind of a good discussion. I got a baseball one next week. I'll throw at you guys in terms of 90s, 2000s there with it. So we'll do that again next week as well. But good show this week. We're about an hour in. Cardinals, Niners. Let's go. Big game.
Come on, Mac Jones. Take out those birds.
Take them out. And then no better matchup of the week than a Geno Smith, Marcus Mariota matchup 10 a.m. this morning. Let's go to that, gentlemen. There we go. I'll see you guys next week.